To my channel. Oh, I really hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. That shit would be embarrassing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, unlike the past couple videos that have been, oh my gosh, exciting news, we're buying new stuff, today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today I want to be talking to you guys about products I regret buying. I think I did one maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, sometime in the summer. I will have that one linked down below for you guys if you have not seen it. I think it's good to do these types of videos now and again because we have like monthly favorites videos where we rave about products that we've been loving, and we have like hauls where we try new things or buy things that we're excited for. But there are a couple things, especially if you're like me and you have like a shopping problem, there are tons of things that you come across when you're buying and trying out new products that just don't work for you, or you're like, oh my gosh, why did I buy that? I do want to throw out that little disclaimer that just because these products don't work for me does not mean that they may not work for you or don't work for someone else. So I'm not saying that these products didn't work for me so they suck. Whoever likes them is just completely cuckoo in the head. Like, that's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that I don't like these brands, because there are some things from these brands that I absolutely love, but this particular product just did not work for me and my skin or my preferences or something like that. I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys so you guys don't get the wrong idea or get it twisted. I think that's all I wanted to say. So let's just get started with some of the products that did not work out for me. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys already know why I don't like this product, and you guys have heard me talk about this product before and how much I dislike it. And it's weird because I have used this product in actual tutorials, but I'll explain to you why and what it is. So the first product that I regret buying is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I know this is gonna be like a what? Yeah, I don't like it. Tons of people rave that it's like super full coverage, that it just gives you such a nice bright under eye area, that it doesn't move, it doesn't crease, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. But it does the opposite effect of every single thing to me. Every time I wear this concealer, and I have tried numerous times to make this concealer work, because this is not a cheap concealer. I think this is like 20 bucks or something like that. I bought this because everybody was raving about it. So many people loved it. Every time I would wear this concealer, it literally felt so tacky and it pulled on my under eye area, and I felt that's kind of what made it crease a lot faster. So aside from the fact that it was like super tacky, it did not last on me. It really faded throughout the day, no matter with what powder I set it, no matter how I set it. It creased so bad. Like, it's the worst concealer that I've ever used for creasing. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I've tried moisturizing my under eye area, I've tried hydrating my under eye area, I've tried different powders with it. I know it's so weird because tons of people love it. My best friend Taylor uses this nonstop. This is her holy grail, like ride or die product. She recommended it to me too, and I'm like, no, I hate it. I don't know what it is, but this does not work for me. No matter how bad I want it to work, no matter how hard I try to make it work, and no matter with what product I use in conjunction with this to make it work, it does not work for me. So this next product is probably going to be a shocker for you guys too, because I know tons of people rave about this on YouTube. This is from Lush, and this is their hand and body lotion called Charity Pot. Now, I actually heard MUA talk about this, but the problem that I have with this is that it's almost too moisturizing or too creamy, I guess. I have a really dry body. Like, I have such a dry body and a dry under eye area and lips, but my face is oily. So you would think that this would be like the best thing ever, because you're like, oh my god, a really dry body, super moisturizing. But I actually hate the way this feels on my body. I personally don't think that this is moisturizing at all. After I use this, probably about like an hour or two after it, I get itchy, and I'm like, it feels like it's dry again. I don't know what it is. Maybe my body just doesn't absorb the moisture in it that well. It's like tacky. So like, if you've ever used lotions that are so like full coverage or heavy duty that when you put it on it feels like sticky, or like if you go like this it feels like you have jam or like sugar or like just something sweet on your hand, and it's like tacky, and it just like, it feels really gross, and I don't like that. Like I said, it's really sad because I love the smell of this. It smells so good, and I wish I could just like lather myself in it, but every single time I do, it's so sticky, and like even like the back of my knees are like trying to like break apart. I feel like I can't sit down on a chair or like in bed or whatever, because I'm just gonna get like sticky all over my sheets and all this stuff. That's more of a preference thing. This may work for you if you don't mind that, but I don't like it. I'm like, no, I'll just be dry all over, because no thank you. So this next product is a lip product from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. lip tint in Perfect Pink. It's just like a clear pink shade. There's nothing really to it. There's no tint. But what this is supposed to be like a lip balm, like a super moisturizing lip balm for your lips. and the technology in this is supposed to recognize the pH in your body, and you put it on, it's going to give you the like best pink for you, like your lips but better kind of pink. But what I don't like about it is, again, something more of a preference thing. While I do have dry lips and I do appreciate something very moisturizing, even if it's a little glossy or a little bit sticky on the lips, this was super oily. Like when you put it on your hand, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like super shiny on there, but it's not the shiny like the lip gloss shiny. It feels oily. It feels like you grab like canola or virgin oil and like put it on your lips, and then it's like you're like sitting there like this, and it's like all over the place and it bleeds all over your lips, and I don't know. I just didn't really like how oily it was. It just felt really weird on my lips. It didn't feel like it was moisturizing it. It just felt like I was putting oil on my lips, and it did nothing for my lips. So moving on to another product from MAC. This was from their limited edition release collection back in the summer, so you can't get it, so I guess it's not a big deal. This is the highlight powder in Freshen Up. This was their wash and dry collection that they released this summer. Don't get me wrong, like the packaging on this is so cute. Like, hello, hey, it is so cute. And this is what the inside looks like. You would think that it would be something like, oh my gosh, it's a highlight powder. That's cool because you get 3 different strips. But that's not what this does whatsoever. When I first got it, it had like a golden film at the top of it that was so beautiful and so perfect. Like I dipped my brush in it and I put it as my highlight. It looked so like bam, glow in your face, and it gave you this like golden goddess-esque type of feel. It was so gorgeous. After that film came off and like this was left underneath it, I thought like maybe mixing it together, that's kind of what gave it like the golden film. It doesn't at all. It's just, there's no highlight in this whatsoever. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's not shiny at all. It is like super matte. I was kind of disappointed in that because this was advertised as a highlighter, and that's the reason I picked it up, because I thought it would be cool to have 3 different shades of highlight, but it's not a highlighter. It's just like a matte powder. I don't know how you're supposed to use this as a highlight because that's too dark as a highlight. I try to make it work as like a blush, and even then it's like a weird combination of color. It's like way too peach, and then when you incorporate the red in it, it stays in that place. It's not like it mixes it perfectly together to give you this nice wash of color. I really don't know what this is meant to be, so now this is just sitting in my collection acquiring dust. So this next thing is an eyeshadow primer, and I actually really liked this at first when I got it, and you've actually seen me use it in a couple tutorials here and there, more drugstore tutorials. This is the Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. It's just like this. So my problem with this is it's not necessarily that the product inside stinks or that the product inside doesn't work. It actually does. It really does prolong my eyeshadow. The problem with this is that the consistency of this is so weird. It like dries on the inside or something, and now you can't get any more product out. So as you can see, I'm not completely done with it, but the tip of it is like blocked. Like, I don't know if the product inside dried out or what it is, but I've tried like poking it with like a pin or something to give it a little hole, and it does the same thing. Every time you like gush out a little bit of product, the remaining product stays inside right there at the tip, and it dries out, and it pretty much means like you can't use the product underneath. So this is a BB cream from Maybelline. This is the Dream Pure BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. I know some people really like this product, and I actually really like this product when I first tried it out. It gave a nice wash of color to my face. It was easy to build up if I needed more full coverage and stuff, but I don't know if it's like maybe throughout time, if you don't use this right away or if you just have it sitting there, it separates so bad and it's so oily. If you have oily skin, I do not recommend this, because if you don't use this like within the first month or consistently use it, it will separate completely. Kind of like a hit or a miss with me with BB creams and CC creams, just because I like full coverage. I know tons of people really like it, and I try to make it work with different primers and powders and like moisturizers and stuff, and it still kind of gave me the same result. So I think it's just, if you don't use this right away, if you give it like 3 months or so, it is going to separate really bad, and it's going to give you tons of oil, and it's just not my cup of tea. So this is an eyelash glue I want to talk to you guys about. Follow me on Snapchat. You would have heard me rant about this like a long time ago when I first got it. I don't know why I never told you guys about it, but this is the Vegas Nay and Eyelure London Strip Lash Adhesive. Don't buy this, don't buy this, don't buy this. To start off, it's just like a cut little like plastic. That's what it is. It's like a piece of plastic, and it's just cut on the slant, and that's what you're supposed to use to apply your lash adhesive. It does not come with a brush, and Anyway, so then when you apply it on your lashes, it is so watery, and like you can even see it. You're like, whoa, like that's like fading really fast, and it's like super watery. It's like moving all over the place. Anyway, I always leave my lashes too dry, and if it's more like watery consistency, I know to let it, you know, dry and get tacky for at least 30 seconds. Like 50 seconds into the wait or whatever, it started getting just a tad bit tacky, so I'm like, okay, it's time to put it on the lash. I put it on the lash, literally slid down. It was so watery, it did not stick whatsoever. Finally, when I waited like a minute and 20 seconds, it started like stinging. By the time I finished doing my makeup, so like 20 minutes after I had applied my eyelashes, they fell off, and I have never had a lash glue do that to me. Like, it's not like I was like running through the wind or something with my lashes. Like, I was just like looking down or something like that, and then I started noticing that it was like falling off a little bit, and instantly it just came off. It had no grip whatsoever. The tackiness was really horrible. It's such a watery product. It's just everything bad that's in a lash glue is in this lash glue. Now we're gonna move on to some lip products. First product is from Bite Beauty. This is one of their, what is it? Luminous cream lipstick duos. Comes with actually two really pretty colors. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, up my alley, because I love dusty rose, pink colors and stuff like that. And then it's a duo, so I'm like, yes, I'm getting like a huge advantage, best bang for your buck type of thing. Literally within the first application, this lipstick completely fell off, and you can see it right here, and I will zoom you guys in. It is so beaten up. It looks like I have been biting this and like took chunks out of this, or purposely like went into it. I was like, okay, maybe I can depot it, because still the color is really nice. I noticed that after I had put this on, probably like an hour after I put this on, it started fading. Again, I understand it's a cream lipstick and it's a luminous lipstick, so it's gonna give you more of like a shine, and maybe the color is gonna be a little bit more sheer than a matte lipstick would be. This one had no lasting power whatsoever, aside from the fact that the pigmentation wasn't there completely. But again, I think that's probably because it's a cream luminous lipstick, it's not a matte one. I can't believe how fast this fell apart. So these next products are all liquid lipsticks, and you guys know I love liquid lipsticks, so I try a lot of them. It's from LA Splash Cosmetics. This is their Smitten Lip Tint, and this is weird because LA Splash has like two collections, but they're both liquid lipsticks. I really don't know the difference. They have their lip coutures. I have a couple of those, and those are very, very good. Latte Confessions and Charmed are my two favorite. They're very, very good formula. They're not as good as like Kat Von D or Dose of Colors, but they're still very good. This one is from their Smitten Lip Tint. This is called Bewitched, and it's like a pastel-y purple, but it's a lot more vibrant than that. It's not like going to completely suck the moisture out of your lips. It's very long lasting, which I really like, and the color is true to the tube, which I also really like. I just don't like when like colors oxidize or change on the lips or something, because that's not the shade you bought. But anyway, the problem I have with this one is that it is not comfortable to wear after a long period of time. I would say after like 2 hours, you do start feeling like if you rub your lips together, it's like chalky almost, and like crusty. I wouldn't say that it crumbles necessarily, but it's definitely not a smooth consistency. It's definitely not a comfortable consistency, and it is more on the drier side, which I don't really like. These are more of a moussey liquid lipstick. They're not like true watery liquid lipsticks, and I think maybe that's what it is. That's kind of the trend that I've seen. More moussier type of ones tend to have less moisture, obviously, so are a little bit more drying. That's just a generalization that I have seen. I don't have like facts or anything to back it up. That's what I feel about that one. So I don't know about the rest. Smitten Lip Tint line, maybe that one's really good, but this particular color, Bewitched, was not my favorite one, so I do not recommend that one. And the last product and last lip product I want to talk to you guys about, this is one that some of you guys will be shocked, and some of you guys are going to be like, yep, I absolutely hate them. Totally agree with you. These are the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lipstick. I know. Tons of big YouTubers and even like smaller YouTubers rave about these. Like, I was suckered into buying these because I saw them on some people and it looked so beautiful and they looked so good, so I was desperate to try them out. But when I got them, I was so disappointed, and it's just, they're not worth it to me. Save your $6 to put forward to an actual good liquid lipstick. I know liquid lipsticks are expensive, but save that $6, invest it into a good liquid lipstick, because good liquid lipsticks, you're literally gonna notice the difference. Back to these. So the colors are amazing on these. They have such a wide selection of colors. I was so obsessed with all the colors and tons of people wearing them that I'm like, I have to try them out. This particular formula is an ultra matte liquid lipstick, so I understand that it's going to be a little bit more drying, make the lasting power last longer, and it does. These last a very, very long time. I will give them that. And honestly, even though they're ultra matte, they're not as drying as the other ones. But the couple things I don't like with them is, first of all, the shade I feel is completely different from the tube than when you put it on your lips. Literally completely different night and day. This formula is very watery. Super watery. In fact, this product is so watery that if you tip it over just a little bit, the product literally runs all the way down and it will stain your clothes. My friend Taylor and Sambo both had this happen to them with their liquid lipsticks. They had them on their vanity or something, accidentally knocked it over. It spilled all over their jeans and their jeans were completely stained because these do not come out. They're not very comfortable either to wear. I think that's my biggest problem with liquid lipsticks. Even if they're not so drying where they like completely suck moisture out of your lips, they are not comfortable to wear after a long period of time. It emphasizes every single fine line and wrinkle, every little nick that you have on your lips. These will emphasize. These also do get kind of crusty around the like perimeter of your lips. They're not my cup of tea. They're not the worst liquid lipstick I have ever tried, but for the price, like I said, I can't justify it, and I don't want to sit here and justify it to you guys. Like $18 right here, that's one liquid lipstick from Kat Von D or Dose of Colors. That's like impeccable, really good formula. I'm not expecting liquid lipsticks to be hydrating whatsoever because they're liquid lipsticks, but there are so many other liquid lipsticks out there that are comfortable to wear, that are worth their price. It's just to sit here and tell you it's okay because it's $6. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so that is it for all of the products I regret buying. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash these companies. There are so many things from so many of these companies that I truly enjoy. Like I said, I never want to sit here and tell you guys, this product is so good, go buy it, oh my gosh, it's worth it. I don't think it is. $3, $30, $300, it's still your money, and I want to give you guys options of recommendations that I truly stand and back 100%. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like, oh, it's okay, or like, oh, it doesn't matter, whatever. No, I'm gonna tell you how it is, and that's how it is. I did not really like these products, but that does not mean that I don't like these companies and I don't like other products that they make. Anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling. That is all I have for you guys today. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff's gonna be linked down below for you guys, as well as coupon codes for you to try out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.